Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, finally, another resource pack update video. It has been a very long time since I've done one of these. Probably over 6 months. But, finally got another one out. This is for the 1.12 and 1.13 versions. This is version 1.2 of the pack, I believe. I was trying to get a video out for 1.0, but I never got it finished, so just gonna do it for 1.2. And there are a lot of changes in this version, and a lot of changes since the last update video. So if you haven't seen the pack or played with the pack since the last update video, you're definitely gonna want to watch this video. Oh, by the way, before we get into this, I want to mention that make sure you have the correct version for the version you're playing in. So if you're playing in 1.12.2, make sure to click the download for the 1.12.2 version on the CurseForge page. And if you're on 1.13, obviously click 1.13 or any of the snapshots for 1.13. But okay, let's just jump right into it. So we're gonna start out. I've built a bunch of little sets. Some of them are just very simple, laying out the blocks, and some of them are actual builds. But we're gonna start way down here with brown mushrooms and mushroom blocks. So this is the brown mushroom block. It's pretty similar to what is going to be in the new default made by Jappa. And a lot of these textures, a lot of them are edited, slightly edited, or very edited versions of the textures that Jappa is making. So yeah, they may change in the future if they come out with textures that I like better. But for now, that's what they are, and that's what they're going to be for a little while. So, starting off, brown mushroom block and the brown mushroom. These are just slightly different. Well, this one's pretty different. This one is just slightly different than what we had previously. I shortened it and made it just a little bit smaller on top. The rest of this is, well, we'll go over it down there. So that's it for this one. For this, we have the purpur. The purpur has changed. It used to be it used to be black in my pack. It is now like a darker purple. I still don't really love the color. I'm not gonna really use it, but I feel like it's better for people that play in vanilla as well. So yeah, I've changed the purpur here. I've changed the regular shulker. Let's go ahead. Let's just grab this one. Just to help match it a little bit better. It's a little bit off still, but I don't really don't mind so much. It's not a big deal for me. This hasn't changed. The end stone is a big change. It was previously made to match my old sandstone and sand. Now it's its own color, same with the end stone bricks, and they look a little bit more like the new default that's going to be coming out, but I've edited it a little bit to be its own thing. And then this is the end portal frame. Changed up the purple a little bit, changed up the end stone part, obviously, and then the Eye of Ender. And I just remembered, I forgot to get out the Eye of Ender item and the Ender Pearl. The Eye of Ender, the item looks pretty different. It's not very similar to what it used to be at all. Previously, it had some pretty nasty colors in it. So I changed that up, and I've also just slightly changed the Ender Pearl. It's just a little more desaturated. I think it looks pretty good. And that's it for this section. Next, we have all the wood types. Almost all the wood items or blocks. We have stripped oak log, which is just slightly recolored from the vanilla. Stripped spruce log, which is a little bit of a different texture and recolored. Birch recolored, jungle recolored, acacia, and dark oak all recolored. This, I think, is the only one that's really very different from vanilla, and maybe this one. The planks since the last update video have changed a lot. I believe. So they're my own custom texture now. They're no longer the vanilla planks, and also they have like a little shine at the bottom that they didn't previously have to make it look more like siding. So if you place it like this, looks a little more like siding. It could use some work in some textures, but I'm okay with it. I like it. Makes it look a little bit more 3D in my opinion. And then the tops of logs, I've changed them to look a little more round. Same with the stripped log. Doors are all the same. Colors may have been adjusted a little bit along the way. Trapdoors have now been implemented since we're in 1.13. This one I'll explain in a little bit. But yeah, that's it for the woods. The turtles and the turtle eggs haven't changed a ton. Oh yeah, I named him Dolphin. So I named those guys Dolphin and then this one Dolphin, so it wouldn't despawn. This guy hasn't changed too much. Recolored just a little bit to match or to blend in with my pack a little bit better, and added a little bit more texture to it, so it blends in with my pack a little bit better as well. I don't believe these have changed too much. Maybe just added a little noise to them, but other than that, nothing. Dolphins. Ooh, those just grew up. Oh yeah, that's right. Dolphins, they, same thing with them. They're just recolored a little bit and made them match vanilla or my pack a little bit better. Let's just spawn one out here. Whoa. Oh, okay. I forgot I did that. Well, it's kind of hard to see because it's just bouncing around, but the colors have been changed a little bit and blended some of the pixels a little bit better so that they match my pack. This one, some of these I'm not 100% happy with just yet, so they'll probably be changing again, but new sapling textures to kind of match the new default again. And then new ferns, new large fern, new tall grass, and new grass. Well, not some of the textures are new for this. Some of them are the same. But yeah, that's it for this guy. This is the stained terracotta, and I only have 2 of them here, but all of them have been changed. Probably should have picked some colors that are more drastically changed, but that's okay. I think they look pretty good. I think they blend in a lot better with our pack now, and I like them. Next up is all the buckets. I just made them all more consistent because they were like, these were using the old bucket texture and then these were all the new one. So it just made them all look a little more consistent and match each other a little bit better. New sand, sandstone, and cactus. Oh, I forgot I did that. The cactus has been darkened and the little thorns on it are like a tannish color now because that's a little more realistic in most cases. The sand is my own custom texture. You know what? I may have shown that already. But sandstone is definitely new. This was borrowed from Bookshelves, with his permission. And I recolored it a little bit to make it look a little more like my sand. And I think that's it here. The flower pot I think has changed. The item has definitely changed. This one, I've slightly edited the magenta to be a little more darker and desaturated, and I don't think I have the right textures for this. But I'm not worried about it. I don't ever use that block. I don't think many people do. The purple has been very darkened and desaturated. I think it looks much better. Yeah, I like it a lot. Packed ice, blue ice, regular ice, and snowball. They've all been changed to match the new vanilla textures a little bit better. And I've edited them quite a bit so that they, again, match my pack a little bit better. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. I really like the snowball, but it was way too blue in the new vanilla pack, so I desaturated it just a little bit. All the new stones, or all the stones, have been changed, like just regular stone and cobblestone. This is all, it all had like an orangish tint to it, and now it's just gray again. And then I've also got the new mossy cobble and the new mossy stone brick, the new cracked stone brick, and the new chiseled. They all have a variant now. So this is new and this is old. Just added them as a variant. Same with cracked, you can see here, and same with mossy, you can see there. And then somewhere in here I've added in the new default stone brick. There it is. And a little bit in another one, but we're not too worried about that. I have removed the one that had the small bricks, the one that looked like, let's see if I can see it here. Nope. Can I see it here? Yes. No, not anymore. Well, the small bricks basically looked like this. I've removed that one because of the overlays in 1.12, which I am going to be showing you in a little bit. But yeah, that's it for that for now. All the fish items have been updated to match the new fish textures. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, I like them. I think they look good. Diamond and gold colors have all been adjusted for everything, not just what's seen here. All the tools, yeah, all the tools, all the items, everything. And I forgot to set it out, but I've also changed the iron nugget to match the new gold nugget. I think it looks pretty good. I like it. Another thing I forgot to set out, I've changed all of the, pretty much most of the items to match the new default. All the dyes, slime ball, egg, glowstone dust, there's a lot of different item textures in here. So yeah, there's a bunch of different textures to find. They all look fairly similar, but they're different. Next thing is a pretty big change. I've changed pretty much all the leaves except for jungle. I really like this little set that I made here. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, oak is now what our dark oak used to be. So I think it looks pretty good. Spruce, I've changed it back to vanilla, and then I added in the new vanilla as a variation. Birch, I changed it up a little bit to be a little more brighter and a little bit bushier. Jungle is the same. Acacia is different, I believe. Yeah, I think I just lightened it, and I think it looks a little bit better. And then dark oak is basically B-dubs leaves with the bushiness around them. And then here's a better look at all the tall grass textures, all the new tall grass. And then there's some slight edits to the poppy and dandelion that you may be able to notice. Also, all the fences have changed, just slightly. Let's see if I can grab them all. Birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. So the main thing is they are all the same model now. Previously, my spruce and my jungle, I think, had they had 3 lines in them instead of just the 2. So I changed that, and I changed the post textures to be a little more, a little less contrasty, I guess would be the right word. And then here are the fence gates. Not a huge change from most of them, but like the spruce and jungle ones, they're different. So yeah, change that. Next, nether wart. I've changed the block. I got rid of all the little light spots in it to make it look a little more like a meat type of texture. I think it'll be good for like to look like hanging meat in a butcher or something like that. Yeah, I think it'll look good. Red nether brick has, I think, yeah, completely changed. It's made to look a little bit more like our regular brick now. Previously, it was a very high contrast red, and I didn't like it at all. So yeah, I like this a lot better. Our nether wart is the new default nether wart, slightly edited once again to match my pack, obviously. And then I made this nether wart item because I didn't like the old nether wart item. Next is the bookshelves. So I've changed the bookshelves quite a bit. They no longer have the lines of the planks in them, and I think this is a good change. I actually just changed this earlier today, but I think it's a good change. It makes it feel a little more distinct. Is that the right word? Maybe, I don't know. And I made it look a little more like there's actual shelves it's sitting on instead of just sitting inside a piece of wood. So I like that. I think it looks pretty good. And all the variations are more consistent now. There's not like randomly a bright golden apple or a very bright set of books throughout. I think it looks a lot better. All the colors are more desaturated and dulled out. I think it looks good. Next is a very different kind of change. It's not a retexture. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but the sea pickle, if you place it outside of water, it's now going to look like a candle. And if you place it inside water, it's still going to look like your normal sea pickle. See? So yeah, if you want to use it in builds, I think it's going to be a very useful texture for candles. Oh, also, blue stained glass and purple stained glass is different. Made to match the pink a little bit better. Right there. So yeah, that is the sea pickles when placed out of water. And then red sand and red sandstone, I've changed those to match the brick a little bit better. And I think it looks very, very nice. This is the smooth red sandstone, which I believe, what is smooth red sandstone? Oh, that is one of the new blocks. No, it's not. It's what this is, basically. That's made to look more like a stone type block. And then cut red sandstone, chiseled, and just regular red sandstone. Oh god. Regular red sandstone that you see generating out in the world is going to look like this now. Chiseled is looking like the stone chiseled. And then the cut red sandstone looks more like stone bricks. So I think that's a good change, maybe kind of controversial. I've considered making this an add-on instead of being in the actual pack. I may do that, not sure though yet. Next is the path blocks. I've finally changed it to be something different than that weird grass looking block. Now it is, nope. Now it's more of a dirt looking block, and I think it looks pretty good. It's very useful in like forest type situations, and it blends well with a lot of the natural blocks, I think. So yeah, I like it. Next is the blue orchids. I finally decided to change, or I finally found something that I like for the blue orchids. This is all custom made too. Completely custom made. So there's 3 variations, I believe. There's this one, and this one. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. I like them. What's going on? Oh, that's soul sand. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks pretty good. And then next, azure bluettes and oxide daisies. I think they look pretty good. Again, with this one, it has 3 variations. This one, and this one. 2 of the variations are pretty similar looking, but I like it. I think it looks pretty good. And then the oxide daisy, daisy, it only has one variation, but I think it looks pretty good. I never really liked the oxide daisy before. I didn't like the vanilla, I didn't like the texture I had, but I do like this. So, I'm gonna keep it. And then, last but not least, here we have the alliums. And I believe there are a few variations of this. Yeah, here's one. Here's one variation. More of a smaller one. Everything's kind of kept close together. Here's another one, and then there's another one. This one has some pretty big flowers on it, and this one has some medium-sized flowers on it, and it's more wide. So yeah, I think it looks pretty good, and I like it a lot. One more thing, actually, before we hop into 1.12 to show you some other stuff. The acacia trapdoor is a wagon wheel. This is also something I've considered making into an add-on, and I probably, ooh, this looks kind of cool. I probably will make it an add-on eventually, but for now, I think it's fine just as it is. But yeah, I like it a lot. I think it looks pretty cool. But yeah, I think that is it for this world here. So I'm gonna hop into a different world, and I'll show you some other stuff. All right, we're back, and I've got all the features over here the same as the 1.13 version. I thought I was missing one of these textures, but we're good. But here are the new overlays. I mentioned this in my last Decidedly Vanilla episode, that I was gonna do something like this for the overlays, and I did it, and I like it. I think it looks much better than what we had previously. The only problem is right here. You see, this side is like a, I don't even know what kind of color that would be, like a brownish color. And then this side is just gray. So I got to figure out a way to kind of blend that a little bit better. But yeah, there's those textures. I think they look pretty good. If we come over here, we can see some of the terracotta textures that I've done. Oh, here's all the stained terracotta or whatever they're called. I've redone some of the glazed terracottas. I've redone this one, I've redone this one, and some of you know about a lot of this already, but some of you don't, so I'm gonna go over it anyways. You know what? Oh yeah, there's this one. Yep. I think that might be it. I feel like, oh, no. There's all these too. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I've done these two roof blocks. I've done this guy. I don't know what this is, but it's a good texture. I made it from scratch, so I'm very happy with how it turned out. This is one of our brick variants. I need to fix the names on these. This is brick, or like a red brick. This is like a tan brick. I really like this one. This one we had, it's the same. And then this white brick I've changed a bit. There we go. So yeah, I think they look pretty good. I really like them all. What else? Where? Okay, the overlays, the sand overlays, I've changed a bit to look a little more wavy and a little bit more random. Same with the red sand. Yeah, I think. What else? I think that's pretty much it, though. There's probably been some small changes to like colors. There actually has been some biome color changes. I've made all the different biome colors. I made most of them back, changed them back to the vanilla colors. There's a few, like, I think the mushroom biome, I think that one's different. And like the snowy biomes, those are different. Oh, this is a different texture too. But yeah. So I think that's pretty much it for this episode. Oh, one more thing that I forgot to do. Oh, I forgot to change that. I'll fix that before I put up the download. Don't worry. But you see the netherrack is red again. This is not how portals work. If we come in here, so yeah, I've decided to change the netherrack back to like a red texture, and I think it looks pretty good. I like it. This is basically the new default, again, the new default texture, just edited, and same with the nether quartz. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it for this resource pack update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the pack. Let me know if you have any feedback for the pack. There's probably going to be some changes soon. Mud, I'm not sure if I like that or not. That might change in the future. I'm not positive. And then I saw another one, I feel like, glowstone. This might change too, but I'm not positive. I'll have to work on that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know what you think of all the changes in the pack. Let me know if you like them, if you don't like them, if you have any suggestions, and all that. Also, make sure to go check out my other series, Decidedly Vanilla and Building Big with Jerm. Those two are my main series right now, and I am doing some texture edits in those from time to time. And that's when I'll be talking about them the most. So, be sure to go check those if you want the most frequent updates on the pack. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.
Yeah.